visit Herbert. He has 2 international prototype tractors here. And then we're also going to go talk to Sam about his Massey Ferguson.
This is a Fitch 2035, built in 1919.
These are not American tractors. We may have to sprechen and say Deutsch here a little bit.
We have the 4th John Deere D off the assembly line.
We always have a great time. We enjoy talking to the people and getting to know everyone that's here and brought their stuff. And we'll be looking forward to Half Century 2025.
I'm Kurt Aumann of Aumann Auctions. We have been in business for over 60 years, and I've tried countless times to put into words the adventures we go on and the situations we get into, but I just can never seem to do it, so we're going to show you. We are an international auction company specializing in all things vintage power. Through our adventures, we have seen some of the rarest items in the world, from vintage tractors, trucks, cars, signs, memorabilia, and so much more. We are not just an auction company, we are collectors with a passion for the items we sell. But it's not just about the items, it's also about the people. We get to experience, share, and tell the history of our past. Every day is different in the auction industry. Now it's time we take you on the adventure with us.
Today we're out here in Lake Mills, Iowa, a nice crisp fall morning, loading out Al Larson's collection. Kind of a nice combination of Al's Chalmers International and John Deere. So we're just getting rolling here, and hopefully we're going to have a nice, easy, warm day. She warms up here a little bit, the fog's burning off. So it's just a beautiful day to be in Iowa. Good front. Maybe have the nurse tank on the side.
Good.
So Al, I know you like this International, even though you collected a lot of the Alice Chalmer line, but what did you like specifically about this one that drew you to it?
Well, it was a local guy just north of here in Minnesota that had this tractor, and he'd bought it new, and there isn't many 826s around.
Okay.
You know, a lot of 806s
There
and
is a lot of those,
866s, but 826 had the German diesel in it and a good shifter, and it was just a good, clean, tight tractor. We restored it, though, and painted it, but I just kind of fell in love with it.
Okay. Yeah, I know them German engines, they would start no matter it was hot, cold, or anything.
Yep, they were good. They did a nice job on them.
Yep. I noticed the one behind us here.
Yeah.
You mentioned you had this one and you still operating your old construction company.
Yeah, we had a construction company, and we built, you know, like schools and hospitals and car dealerships, and we did dirt work and all. So we had this tractor, and we used it to pull the sheep's foot and a Rome disc. And then in the wintertime, we pushed snow. This used to be Larson Manufacturing, door people. And then there's Cummins engines right across there. So we pushed snow. We put a big snow plow on this tractor and about 5 other things, and we pushed snow with that tractor. It's been a really, really good tractor. I've enjoyed it the whole time.
Okay. Is that the one that kind of got you going down the Alice Chalmer line, or?
No, I grew up on a farm, and we had a WD-45 and a D-17.
Okay.
And that's what started me. So then all our neighbors, we had a good Alice dealer here in town, or had. And all the neighbors, like that D-19 was my neighbors, that 190 gas that left earlier, that was my neighbors, the WD-45 was my neighbors. And they put them in when the PIC program came out, and then the 10-year PIC program. They didn't have a farm sale, they didn't want to pay tax.
Right.
So they put all their machinery in the shed. 10 years later, you know, a 10-foot digger wasn't worth, you know, $100.
Right.
So then I ended up going buying all the tractors. They were
Okay.
pretty much obsolete by then too. And that's how I kind of got into it. And then people knew I did it, and pretty soon they were calling you. Here, you want to buy this? You want to buy that?
Once you get known for it, they start seeking you out.
Yeah, well, like that white there, that was a friend of mine's cousin, about 20 miles away.
Okay.
He had that, and you know, whites are made right down in Charles City.
Yes.
30 miles from here.
Yep.
So in the same way there's Oliver that used to stand right here. That was a local guy that had that too.
It was.
And it built right down in Charles City.
Man, you just
Yeah.
kind of got to be the local collector of all the
Yeah.
historical tractors.
I did, yeah.
All right, so we are here in Vancouver, Washington for the Bob Gaunt sale. This is actually the pickup now, so we've got everything sold. We have everything from Rumley's John Deere collection, a huge sign collection, lots and lots of stuff here. We've got probably close to 200 people that are coming to pick up or have bought stuff here. So we've got lots of people to kind of get through here, in and out, and we are going to get that done here in the next 2 days, hopefully. So it's going to be kind of a mad rush, and we're going to get to meet a lot of people and see a lot of stuff go down the road. But it's all getting dispersed into new collections now that can get shown. So we're pretty excited to get things through and done and on to the next one. So we've got a handful of people here, including myself. We've got Shannon. She's here. She's kind of managing the inside, doing toys, signs, and stuff like that. Jake Wynn, who's kind of our West Coast asset. He's from Oregon and working with us now. We've got Brian Holst from Iowa again, and also Keenan Johnson. So he's here in Oak Cliffs, and they're on the loader today and are going to help load tractors. So, well, we just got finished up. We've got these loaded up. Actually 3 of these are headed back to Iowa, and the other 2 are going to be picked up in our office. But we were just here with Jake, who's kind of our newest addition, I guess we'll call it. Yeah. He's been helping us a ton on this project, and we, obviously helped us load this here. We were just talking about how well these sold. This is actually kind of a rare set of 3 tractors here.
Absolutely. Unstyled BWH-40. There's about 20 of them produced. They all went to California. Specialty row crop type tractor, and I think there's about a dozen that are known currently.
Yeah. And nice restoration, all brand new tires. I mean, can't really get much better, honestly.
It runs like a top.
Yeah.
And it did really well. I thought it went more than I thought it was going to go.
That's what.
Super happy for Bob.
I was thinking the same thing because we talked earlier, and I think it brought another
20 grand more.
Yeah, than what we initially expected out of it.
And it's hard to tell with being in the Northwest.
Yeah,
things are going to do.
Yep. But it's headed back to Midwest now, so it'll head back closer to home, I guess you call it. Yeah, and then on the AW, I thought this is something. I love those wheels. You only find them out here and in California, but it really does kind of separate it out until something new.
The Cape Rayner Company is one of the specialty wheel companies in California. A lot of tractors got sold without wheels in California. a lot of them, this is how they converted from steel. And, you know, it was cheaper to build the wheel in California than to order some from Deere.
It's funny because that's how a lot of them are shipped today too.
Exactly.
You know, trailers, same way. They worry about that on the end where they get delivered. So that hasn't changed too much at all.
And yeah, that's a nice tractor. Another great restoration by Bob. Really good detail.
And then the AOS, I mean, you know, it's hard to beat a good orchard, honestly.
Yeah,
Big.
we got a lot of those in our area. I mean, the Northwest here, especially along the Columbia River, cherry growers, those are super popular out here. And but I don't want to say they're easy to find out here. But they're easy to find.
Everybody might come looking if you say that.
It's hard to find one that nice.
Yeah.
And even an unrestored one.
Kind of had a real neat situation that just happened here. Just talked to a gentleman who just bought a tractor, and come to find out it turned out to be his father-in-law's tractor that he bought back for his father-in-law. So it's kind of interesting. We're going to get Al and this family together and talk about this kind of family reunion of this Allis-Chalmers D14 tractor. So kind of interesting. We don't see this a lot, and it's always great to reunite old family friends.
My father-in-law, Richard Block, first bought this D14 here from a dealership in Forest City, was it, Richard? Yeah. And it was one of the last two tractors they had to sell before they went out of business. He bought the tractor new in 1960, and it was the second tractor he had ever bought. And 6-7 years ago, he had a farm sale and sold the tractor, and I bid on it at that time, but got outbid by Al here, and Al added it to his collection. And I just happened to come across the website when I saw that he had his tractor collection up for sale, and I recognized the tractor, and we went from there. And of course, I got special permission from my chief financial advisor at home, and we've now added that to our collection. So,
Al, I understand we have a family reunion going on here.
thanks for taking care of it.
Yeah. It's been, I don't know what I paid for it. I don't know what you paid for it. Did we come out about even?
I did okay.
Well, you probably did better than me then. I may have paid more. You know, it pops out of third gear when you back off.
I've heard that story.
They all do that. And they all do that. Was that the acreage?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the acreage.
You should be there instead of old tractors. There's
Well,
nice.
Al, I'm going to tell you something. My wife evidently has different rules than yours. I have one tractor, and she says my collection's full. I can have another one, but I have to get rid of the one I got.
But this is from her dad.
I know, so I've been granted a grace period.
A grace
here.
period, yes. Yes.
So not only does Al have a fantastic tractor collection, but his car collection is off the hook. When I walked in here the very first time, the cars, the Chevrolets, the Buicks, the race cars that I saw in his collection were just phenomenal. Of course, I fell in love with a 68 Chevrolet half-ton pickup that he has given to somebody to use for the day. It's not even here on site, but 25,000 miles, looks amazing. He said he bought it out at Arizona, but his car collection is just to die for.
Most of these, this got an LS Corvette motor in it. So does that one there, an LS3 in it. It's got an Art Morrison frame underneath it. The Chevelle's got a 502 in it. One of my Buick rooms. This is 67 Grand Sport. There's a 64 Skylark. There's a 58 Buick. There's a Turbo T Regal. And then all the art in the wall is all hand painted. That's a Le Mans race car. They only built 6 of them. Yeah, this one didn't race, the other 5 raced. This went to all the shows. It's hard to have a favorite, you know, because I drive a lot. All these are license plated and they all have insurance on them. So you can drive any one of them.
Wow.
Well, we're wrapping up this pickup here in Lake Mills, Iowa. It's been a very successful day. We got tractors going to Florida, Wisconsin, Missouri, Minnesota, Iowa, of course, Illinois. So we've had a great day here. Al's been real great to work with. We always love sellers that have things up and going and ready for us when we get here. It's been phenomenal. Sometimes organized chaos happens when everybody shows up at once. We can get to everybody as quick as we can, get them back on the road with their treasures. So it's been a fun day. Hope everybody's enjoyed the show.
Does that thing take 20 pounds off?
For the right price for this special.
We sold Bob a 1010 crawler similar to this one a few years ago, and I seen this auction coming up and ended up buying an LI industrial and a 1010 egg crawler and a 140 lawnmower and some miscellaneous stuff inside. Been around this stuff my whole life. My grandpa owned 6 dealerships here in Washington, and it's just a good memory I have with him is working on these. And so we sold off some of our collection. I have my own personal collection now, and I just kind of look wherever and buy whatever I like. And it doesn't have to be super rare, or you know, I like to run them around at home with the kids, and they're just fun to tinker with when you got time. And I guess it'll always be in my blood of buying them. And who knows, the kids can do whatever they want when I'm gone with them, but maybe they'll hang on to them. So.
Well, I've been collecting tractors since I was really young. I'm not going to tell you how old I am because that's embarrassing as all heck. But I really been following, I've been wanting a Rumley for a long time, and I decided that a few years ago, well, my wife helped me decide, cut the inventory a little bit, get something really neat. And so what I decided to do is sell, I think I sold 8 John Deeres that I had restored, and over the period of 3 or 4 years, and finally I've been watching these auctions. This one came up. I bought from Bob before, and he's a good guy. And I decided, well, hey, let's give it a try. And I got on there and started bidding, and I won it. So here we are, and this starts a new adventure.
Well, there's nobody to take over, you know, the tractors and stuff. And I'm getting older, and I didn't want to leave a burden. You know.
Is it hard to see him go?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a full-time job, taking care of all this stuff. A lot of trips. Every item had a story, you know, trip somewhere or other.
I have to say, when he retired, which was 94?
93.
93? He's very routine driven. The next Monday after he retired, he was up and went to the shop like it was his job. And then he had his tea break in the morning about 10, back to the shop. Every day is just the same routine. He's just maintained that work.
I built pole buildings for 7, 8 years. And then I rebuild magnetos. I got a magneto shop, so I've done about 300 magnetos for people around.
All right, well, we're finally winding down. We've got the field pretty much empty so far. We got a few that are going to be picked up later, but fantastic day. The weather has held off for us, and just got a few stragglers to deal with. But other than that, great pickup. Everybody did really well. Things went super smooth. Can't really ask for any better than that. So with that, this kind of wraps up this auction, and we're on to the next one.
I wouldn't have done this with any other outfit. They've got coverage across the whole United States. They have a good reputation. A lot of people were bidding just because it was an Aumann auction. If I would have got somebody local, there wouldn't have been any exposure or advertisement, you know. So I'm very happy with it. And the way they had appointments for the loadout, usually that's chaos, but this has been really smooth, and you know, I'm real satisfied.
It's going to be a great thing, and it's expansion for the company, and everybody is going to have to pitch in to help. But you know, Josh, it's a whole nother site for Josh. So what do you think of Josh? Josh? Oh.